From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Tag! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19. Ready?
To throw right away, here's Milrow. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Ready, set. Get it. Like the check.
Tight end going in motion here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Right to the air goes Daniels. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Daniels to throw on second down. That run complete to Jalen Lane. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On play action, Daniels fires left sideline. That is complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 31 yards. The break the huddle coming up now for first and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Cougar 19. Warrior 70. Let's go.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Commander's first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Bronco 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready, right?
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Commanders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is taken in at the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Ready.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Try him again. Another one to Higgins. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball.
And he will score! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Quick throw taken in.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
from the 23. Here's second down and 5.
52. 18 Cardinal, 19 Lion. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just
he gets free. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Washington. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point is good. And the Commanders are on top. It's now 10-7.
Seahawks 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Get it. 670 Timberwolves.
Now Milrow on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Ready, ready. Hawk 7. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one here on Wild Card Weekend. It's the Commanders with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Viking 18. Viking 18.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. They get 18 on that one. First down, Seattle.
It's a gain of 18.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Pick by the rookie out of Penn State. And the Commanders will have great field position right around midfield.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Today, we're ready for what should be a good one. It's the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Lumen Field. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Come on, set! Bronco 80! Ready!
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Big Johnny Newton there for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set! No.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 7.
Mustang 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. That's gonna be caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're gonna stop him for no gain.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 9-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. Daniels starts with a pass. And it's that rookie 3rd-round pick. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Washington first down.
Deputy Lions.
The motion man here is McClure.
79 Broncos. Ready,
On 1st down, Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. That's to McLaurin. They connect again. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Why not go back to it? That one good for 20 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Deputy!
First down, Washington.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to learn more and more now, Mike, that sacks are quarterback stats. Everyone always wants to blame the offensive line, but in this case, the protection was really good.
Okay,
Nobody
ready.
got open downfield, and the quarterback has to get rid of the ball. You just can't expect your protection to hold up that long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Daniels gonna throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Throwing again. Daniel.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He works free, right side. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
6 is average. 679 Broncos.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play there for Washington. 38 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Daniels sacked. A loss of a yard. It's second down.
We are through one here on Wild Card Weekend. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment.
Ready up. Get up. 18. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check. Bobcat. Check. Bobcat. Let go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milrow.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready.
Now it's Milrow. Flush to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. Whoa. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go. Warrior step 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Throwing is Milrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Tag. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll run the toss with Walker. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
3rd and 10.
Go.
Here's Milrow to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the set. 70 Timberwolves. Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cougar Second 19.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Daniels to throw on second down. Working across the field, there's McLaurin. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 9.
Get it. 70 Lions. 19 Lions.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be forced out of bounds. They get 15 on that game. First down, Washington.
First down, Commanders.
Hey, 19.
Slot man gonna move in motion left.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Daniels now on first down. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Commander's first down.
70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Kobe Bryant. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 8-yard line.
(7-3) is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go street. 18. Pioneer. Go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
19 tight. Mustang 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Touchdown, Commanders.
Touchdown, Washington.
Greg, what a great play call down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big-bodied tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender, and it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
The PAT up and good. And the Commanders are on top. It's now 10-7.
Seahawks 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hey, hey, check that.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Now look,
Second and 4.
Once again, it's Walker. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Here we go, set, ready.
He'll get this out wide. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Regular play action now with Miller. He's got it at about the 8. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown Seahawks. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This fielded at about the 9. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing is Daniels. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Washington.
Let's go. 60 bucks. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Rig alert, rig alert. 19 Lion. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. Backs to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
Here's Daniels. Rolling right. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure.
That is caught. What a throw. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
The extra point is good. And the Commanders make the lead 4. It is 17-13.
Seahawks, 13.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break. Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Play action. It's Milrow. Forced out wide. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. No, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready. Bronco 80. Ready.
Off the RPO, this one to McLaurin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
That's good.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Go. Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. Hot 70.
Now a give on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Hot 70. Hot 70.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. Throws here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Terry McLaurin the intended target on that one. And it'll be 3rd down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead.
Seahawks 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now Milrow on first down. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and long.
18, Rattler.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Out to his right. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Milrow. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Warriors 70. 70 Lions. Hey, Chris.
They send the tight end in motion.
Ready.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That one complete to Jalen Lane. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw with Daniels. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And that one is off the left upright. He missed it. And their lead will stay right where it is.
You could see the body language of the kicker, Mike. Once it left his foot, he was kind of leaning. He was trying to bring that one back towards the middle. But that's the sound you dread as a kicker. It reverberates around the stadium, off the upright, no good.
Now a give to Walker, running right. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
10 yards.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Second and inches.
They run with Walker. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
This fielded at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
Drive will start on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On play action, Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Champion Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, go.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
2. 7 5 Viking, 8. Hurt. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, right?
To the air again is Daniels. And that is incomplete.
There's a lot of ways for defensive linemen to disrupt the passing game. That's everything about today's modern NFL. How do you disrupt the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable? Of course, sacking him is a great way, but even getting your hands up in those throwing lanes and tipping passes, that is so frustrating for these quarterbacks. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Let's go. Panther 6, Bronco 80.
From the pistol, here's Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
At his 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Pack. 70 Timberwolf. Panther 60. Unlock line. Unlock line. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
Here is a big one. Third down and 2.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Rig alert. Rig alert.
Milroe gonna look to run it himself. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 18 Pioneer. Dragon 60. Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. He'll get that into the hands of Cobb. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Ready, ready. Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Big play coming up. This is third down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Go.
Shotgun run now with Walker. He'll be taken down well short of the first down. Gain of about 4. And it brings up fourth down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bison, 60 Bison, 2.
The motion man here is McClure. It's first down, and they'll run.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ready?
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
70 range. Ready,
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Moving out, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round.
let's go. Bronco 8.
On 1st down, it's Milroe. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and
Defense
10.
got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Ready?
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Viking 18. Set. Ready?
A handoff, running left, it is Walker. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Seattle.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
On the double.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk. Let go. Let go.
Now Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Now, 2nd and 4.
Set up. Cowboy 19. Bring it. Ready, ready. Hut. Set up.
They go with Walker. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Cooking. Rig alert. Rig alert. Hut, hut.
Walker. He's going to have it at the 12-yard line. Enough to get the first down and keep it going.
So they keep it simple, only a yard to go. Keep it on the ground, trust in your running back, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
Here's first down.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They'll run. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
They'll run here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So here comes 3rd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground.
Walker, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And they are moving on. They survive and advance in the playoffs. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. They are moving on in these playoffs. Won't have a long time to celebrate this one. They have to get right back to work for the divisional round. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.